I'm Trevor Normal with Cape Fear Newspapers, and you're watching Community News Today. We bring you the latest community news from Pender, Duplin, and Onslow counties. Today is Wednesday, June 15th, 2011. We're halfway through the week. Hope it's been a good one so far. Some in the audience broke into applause in the Wallace Town Council when the Wallace Town Council rejected Barry Mills' request for a conditional use permit to build Summer Tree apartments. The vote was unanimous after the councilman heard advice from town attorney Richard Burrows, who reviewed the history of the Summer Tree project. The land targeted for Summer Tree was zoned R15, or low-density residential for single-family homes, according to Burrows. Mills never got permission from the board to shift to apartments, Burrows contended, and the board's vote signified the councilman concurred. Burrows' research was consistent with what the people believed he promised them, the town attorney told the councilman. The Summerfield residents have been united in their opposition to Summer Tree, the 24-unit low-income apartment complex. The Summer Tree project can apparently be brought before the town council in 12 months. Mills needed the conditional use permit for the North Carolina Housing Finance Agency to consider an application for a Section 42 program grant. The grant would have helped pay infrastructure costs for the apartment project. Duplin County Partnership for Children. Smart Start is sponsoring its Book in a Backpack project to place new backpacks filled with a new book and kindergarten supplies in the hands of rising kindergartners living in Duplin County on Saturday, June 25th from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. The book will be one of several age-appropriate titles, including It's Time for School a Wonderful Day by Kimberly Johnson. In addition to the book, the backpack will include school supplies such as notebook paper, pencils, crayons, erasers, rulers, etc. The event will be held at the Partnership Office in Kenansville at 149 Limestone Road, Highway 50. This event is planned to encourage and empower parents to become strong advocates for their children as they enter kindergarten by participating in their children's learning experiences. Parents can play an important role in their child's education by reading to them and encouraging them to read at an early age. Reading books on paper or online helps develop vital language skills in children. Reading aloud enhances the development of a child's spoken language skills and their ability to express themselves verbally by exposing them to proper grammar, phrasing, and punctuation. The more a child reads, the better they become at reading, and the more they enjoy reading. Reading opens up a new world to enrich children's lives. Children can learn about other places in the world and gain understanding of other environments and cultures. Children enhance their social skills when being read to aloud, and especially when they have the opportunity to share their ideas and insights during relaxed quality time with a parent, grandparent, or other adult caregivers. Reading also improves fine motor skills and hand-eye coordination, especially when children read online books. Finally, reading can provide children with endless hours of fun and entertainment. Books allow children to free up their imaginations and open up a world of possibilities for them to dream of the many wonderful things they can be and accomplish in life. Join Smart Start on Saturday, June 25th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. and celebrate this milestone in your rising kindergartner's life as we distribute book and school supplies to him or her in our Book in a Backpack event. Parents, please bring proof of Duplin County residency with you on Saturday. Proof of residency can be a utility bill, North Carolina identification card, or North Carolina driver's license. Duplin General Hospital was awarded the Hospital Prevention Excellence Award at a ceremony in Chapel Hill June 8th. The North Carolina Prevention Partners Award recognized DGH for its leadership in implementing a healthy food environment and quit tobacco initiatives for employees, patients, and visitors. Leaders from the health, hospital, school, and business communities honored standout leaders who make it easier for North Carolinians to reduce tobacco use, eat healthier, and be more physically active. The hospital's recognition is a result of successful participation in several NCPP programs. With the encouragement from NCPP, the hospital implemented a tobacco-free policy in November 2007, preventing the use of all tobacco products in and around the building, grounds, and vehicles. In July 2009, DGH earned NCPP's Red Apple Award for making healthier food more available, visible, and affordable for employees and visitors at the hospital. Excuse me, we're having a problem here. They won 5th place and a bronze medal competing against 6 other teams in a contest promoting healthy eating in North Carolina hospitals. This past March, the hospital was recognized by NCPP for providing the highest standard of excellence for tobacco cessation programs offered to their employees. Hospitals receiving this acknowledgement are considered Gold Star Standard hospitals. NCPP's work in North Carolina hospitals is funded by the Duke Endowment and is in partnership with the North Carolina Hospital Association. We're going to take a quick commercial break and be back with you in a few moments. See you then.
We just came up with the idea that, hey, let's just run 50 miles. And how that came to be, I honestly don't know.
And heard about Izzy O'Brien and how he died. And I heard from one of his friends. I didn't read about it in the newspaper, didn't see it on the news or anything. Got no coverage at all. And I was like, well, this is wrong. It's one of our heroes. We need to pay tribute to him.
Newlywed, 9-month-old son, 24 years old, passing away in Iraq, and I was just, that's when it hit me like, yeah, this is it. This has to be it.
It clicked, just happened.
Will I stand? Will I fall? Is anyone here at all? Will I stand? Will I fall? Is anyone here at all? Will I stand? Will I fall? Does anyone know that I'm a hero?
All we had to do was say, Izzy.
Because I know that he would have done this for me without even thinking about it. If the same situation would have happened to me, I guarantee he would have been there for me at the drop of a hat.
Spread my wings.
I think what PJ did almost goes beyond your imagination.
I don't know if I'll ever be a part of anything greater than that. The power of good people doing good things, the miracle of what the human body can achieve when inspired by a righteous cause.
Welcome back. I'm Trevor from Cape Fear Newspapers Community News Today. Thanks for tuning in. As the Pender County Board of Commissioners gets closer to adopting a new budget, it is looking less likely property owners will be seeing a tax increase this year. At its regular meeting June 6th, members of the board said they would prefer to dip into the county's rainy day fund to cover expenses this year rather than hike taxes. The difference between revenue and the submitted budget is $0.254 million, or $254,000, or $4.22 on the tax rate. Excuse me. The reserve fund currently stands at about 38% of the budget, or $19.525 million currently. Commissioners had previously set 30% as the baseline. The Local Government Commission recommends funds no lower than 8%, and that's pretty low, said County Manager Rick Benton. The other option to cover the county's $50 million general budget is to raise taxes by all or a portion of the 2.5 cents per $100 valuation the voters approved several years ago to pay for a school bond, but which was never enacted. The county board can use fund balance to fill a portion of the gap and increase the tax rate for the balance, or they could cover it with 100% fund balance or 100% taxes, Benton said. In any event, there will be implications for fiscal year 2012 and 2013 if the fund balance is used to cover costs that are recurring, as they will have to come up with the funds to provide for the items then as well. The commissioners spent the day going over the budget with a 3-hour workshop before the regular meeting. The room was packed with representatives of county departments or other organizations who were there to explain their budget request or ask for more. Use of the reserve fund would be flexible, allowing the county to pick up shortfalls in other areas, such as the school system, which amounts for 38% of property tax expenditures. One World Many Stories promises a summer of exploration and discovery at Pender County Public Libraries. Children through age 12, along with their adult guardians, begin their summertime library adventure in Hampstead June 14th and in Burgaw on Wednesday, June 15th. For generations, summer reading at the public library often becomes an important facet of a young child's own story, and one that can be shared with friends and family members for years to come, according to Mendenhall. Thursdays feature storytellers, musical performance, and other events sponsored and funded by the Friends of the Library and Pender Arts Council. Story explorations consist of 45-minute sessions at which children and their adults relax together, listening to a story shared by youth specialist Mendenhall or Terry Strong. Ample time is provided to enjoy a craft project together and other activities offered each week. The Hush Puppies were hot and the iced tea was a cold relief. Somebody's version of I'm Proud to Be American played on the sound system as dozens cooled off under the shade of the food tent. But they hadn't come for the victuals or the music. Cars lined the Garden Road in western Pender County June 11th to celebrate and learn about the history display at the Pender Lee Homestead Museum. The museum at 284 Garden Road near Willard celebrated its annual Homestead Day with tours of the facility. Antique cars and a 1930s vintage F-20 steel-wheeled farm-all tractor that was fired up occasionally stood in the side yard. The tractor was donated to the museum by Jerry Murray of Burgaw. Preserving what went before is part of the reason for the museum, which is located in one of the first houses built in the Pender Lee Homestead Farms. The project was the first of 152 projects developed in 1934 under FDR and the New Deal. Preserving the past was the topic for the scheduled speaker, George Edwards, director of the Historic Wilmington Foundation. The group has put Pender Lee Hosiery Mill on its watch list of endangered historical buildings in the region. But then there was a barbecue and the music. The folks clustered in the shade where the breeze, where it was, came across the fields and stirred the grass. Some things don't change. Information about the museum is available at Pender Lee Homestead Museum, that's all one word, penderleehomesteadmuseum.org. Onslow County is providing new accommodations for lawbreakers, a jail costing approximately $62 million that will allow the county to meet its growing need to house prisoners. The new facility is located adjacent to the old one at 701 Mill Avenue in Jacksonville. And that is in Onslow County. According to the officers on hand at the open house Saturday, the environment for housing up to 528 inmates will be geared not towards only security but safety as well. The old jail only held about 150 people and was frequently overloaded. The goal is about safety not only for the prisoners but also for the staff, said project manager Doug Freeman. The jail will also have updated healthcare systems, including nurses who will be present in 12-hour shifts and on call for emergencies otherwise. A $10 charge will be applied to visitors to cut down on taxpayer expenditure in the infirmary. Another new feature will be a video interview room for inmates to communicate with friends and loved ones. Prisoners will speak via a telephone receiver and video screen with visitors, whom are now only allowed to appear one-on-one as opposed to with the old jail. An advantage of this is that jailers can monitor and record all communications except in the case of attorney, medical, and clergy visitations. Onslow County Animal Services received confirmation from the North Carolina State Laboratory that a fox and a raccoon, which has exposure to humans and pets, have tested positive for rabies. On June 2nd, the fox bit the foot of a 4-year-old and attacked the child's dog while both were sitting on a home porch off of DeWitt Street in Jacksonville. The fox is also suspected of attacking 2 dogs on Dunbar Lane earlier that day. Both the Jacksonville police and animal control officers responded to the incident, and animal control was able to catch the fox. According to George O'Daniel, Onslow County Public Health Director, the child was treated for a bite wound at Onslow Memorial Hospital and has started the series of rabies shots. The animal control officer was dispatched to Huffmantown Road in Richlands on June 3rd in response to a raccoon who tried to attack a woman. When a neighbor's dog intervened, the dog was bitten. It was recommended that the person who cleaned the wound on the dog seek medical attention. The raccoon was killed by a man who witnessed the attack. Dino Einsig, Animal Services Supervisor, reported that all dogs involved in both incidents were up to date on the rabies vaccinations and received booster shots. The Health Department and Animal Services urge residents to have their pets vaccinated for rabies and keep children away from stray or wild animals. Any questions concerning this information may be directed to Onslow County Animal Services at 910-455-0182. That's all we have for you today. I'm Trevor Normile with Cape Fear Newspaper's Community News Today. Please tune in to Topics Design TV every Wednesday at 2 for more of the latest community news. In the meantime, keep up with your community in the Pender Chronicle, Advertiser News, Wallace Enterprise, and Warsaw-Faison News. Thank you for joining us today. Have a great day, and we'll see you back here next week.